Good morning. This is CEO Trades where money works for you. Today, we are looking at a very important insight that Business Week has posted in their paper. Did you know that by 2030, the year 2030, 100 million people will lose their jobs? Did you know that? If you didn't know, maybe there's a better way to ask this question. Did you know that by 2030, the year 2030, 100 million people will need to be retrained to learn new skills, possibly go to school, possibly become programmers. But not only that, they also need to learn how to solve problems and to provide solutions. The bigger problems that you can solve and provide a solution that is easy for everyone to follow, you will get paid more and more money. That's right. But not only that, have you planned your next 10 years? I mean, we're into 2021, but we've got 9 years to go to 2030. Did you know that the electric vehicles will boom by then? That chances are you are driving or someone you know is driving a vehicle that will possibly become extinct by 2030? That's right. It will cease to exist on one level or another. Maybe most people will turn to electric vehicles as their primary source and forget about gas guzzlers. Possibly that will happen. But also, most people will start to consume a good 3 or even 10 times more electricity than they are consuming currently. That's right, because as we decrease in gas, electricity is going to increase. And I was with one of my mentors, one of my former teachers a few weeks ago who upgraded his house and said, "No, we had a 20 amp house and it's been like that for what 50 years, I believe he had said, and he decided to upgrade to 150 amps." Why? He's in his 60s, close to 70. I believe is his age. I believe it's like 69 or 70. And he is already in talks of upgrading to the electric vehicle status because people will need to charge their vehicles, charge their scooters or whatever it is they're going to get around in. That's right. The need for electricity is going to increase. So if you're looking to invest, maybe these are opportunities right there. Hint, hint, electric vehicles, or maybe coins that will mimic the electric vehicle industry, which I believe they are starting to come out, but you'd have to look for them because there are so many coins out there. And, as they're coming out, you don't know what's going to happen. But another thing is, we've got 9 years. Do you know what you want in 9 years by the time 2030 comes around? Because by the time that the year 2030 comes around, it will fly. It will come so fast, you'll be like, oh my God, what happened? Do you have some vision of what you want? Have you written it down? Because if you don't write it down, how in the world are you going to get it to be able to see it, to be able to grab it, to be able to think about it much clearer? Because if all you do is have a vision will only get you so far. But when you write it down, it's a world of a difference. When you write it down, you can review it on a weekly basis. You can hold yourself accountable. You have a method of measuring your progress on a yearly basis, on a monthly basis, on a daily basis, a weekly basis. Are you getting closer to your goal? Maybe it's a monetary goal and that's all you have. Maybe it's a goal of having a house. Maybe it's a goal of traveling the world. Maybe it's a goal of being happy. Maybe it's the goal of having health. Whatever it is, you can decide that. And that's why here at CEO Trades, we concentrate on investing money, investing ideas. We educate, train, and develop money investing individuals. So let's look at some of these coins that are moving this day. Today is May 20th, Thursday. And some of these coins that are money movers compared to yesterday, look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin dropped all the way to 31,000 yesterday, but it's all the way back up already to 41,000. The last time that Bitcoin did this drop, do you know what happened? I'm going to show you in a moment, but I just wanted to look at three or more coins here. Here, Ethereum as well dropped to 2,000 and it's up to 2,900. I purchased a few down in here somewhere. I don't remember what it was, 2,400. And then I purchased here again today, 2,900, because these there's a trend, and I'm going to show you in a moment. MSTR, which has bought 100,000 Bitcoins, man, if they would have waited until now, they would have gotten it for half off. But hey, there's no perfect time to enter. You enter when you can. Look at Coin, which I've been alerting. Coin, this stock fell to 208. I thought it was only going to fall to 250, but then I realized that it was going to fall below 200. So it hasn't fallen below 200. I figured this is going to go somewhere down here by tomorrow or next week, and then go back up to that same level, and then do it again, and then maybe perhaps it will go up. So at least two dips down here more. So for a triple bottom, most probably, that's my guess. I could be wrong. Let's look at Riot. Look at Riot had one, two, three, four tops. Oh my God, quadruple top, but it has a double bottom right here. Will this stock go up? It probably will start to go up anytime soon in the next day or two. Mara. Let's see, Mara, a very similar move. These are all Bitcoin plays, by the way. All of these that I'm mentioning here. Tripled, one, two, three, four tops. It has a quadruple top and a triple bottom. Triple bottom. This should start moving soon. If it breaks out from this level here, 23, it should go up. Regular Very likely to go up. Now, this is one of my stocks that I have been holding and which I have had a loss for a while. Now my loss is almost half. So it's at 11,000 right now. And I'm holding because I know this plug will go very far. It will go to the 50-ish range, maybe even 60 if I hold long enough. JetBlue, one of my airlines, my major airline, is a stock that yesterday released news that it's going to start its London flights starting in August 11th, and then in September it'll go and expand. I believe first to what is it, London Gatwick or London Heathrow, one or the other. It's going to go to first, and then the other one. So just be aware of that. That's going to happen. It's going to happen. Uh, so let's look at one of the cards that I have here. Just give me a second to bring it up because it's very important that you know the timeline and the history of what has happened with Bitcoin. As I bring this slide up, don't be surprised, but many people don't assimilate that the reality is things will not always go your way. It will not always go your way. It's unfortunate, but the reality is that you're not always going to get what you want. Why? Why is that? So here we have the history of Bitcoin. I don't know if you can see that. I will try and zoom in a little bit more. Let me see here if I can do that. Attempting to zoom in. There we go. So here we have a history of Bitcoin. Back in 2012, it went from the low of $4 to $7. It dropped 42%, 42.9%. You can see it down here. It dropped to 42.9%. This was January 12th of 2012. August 17th of that same year, 2012, to the 19th. So this is, on January 12th to the 27th, 15 days down at the bottom, 15 days between the $4 and the $7 area. And August 17th of that same year to the 19th, 3 days, it went from $7 to $16 for those 3 days. And then it went back up. On March 6th to 7th, 2013, it went from $33 to $49, and then it dropped again. So that's 3 drops in a row. And you can see here, the same happened March 21st to 23rd of 2013, 35% drop. April 10th to 12th of 2013, a 82% drop. Man, anyone would have been scared back then. From $50 all the way to $259, or the other way around. And then in November 19th, 2013, it went from 378 to 755. And then on November 30th, 2013, all the way through January 14th, almost what, 8 weeks or so, it went from 152 to 1163, 1,163, 86.9% drop. Man, that's a killing. March 10th to the 25th of 2017, it went from 891 to 1350, 34% drop. May 25th of that same year to 27th, it went from 1850 to 2760, 33% drop. June 12th to June 17th of 2017, 36%, 1830 to 2960. September 12th, 2017, 2900 to 4900. November 8th, 2017, 5500 to 7800. And then it did it again in December, 3,000 to 19,000 drop, which was at 83% as well. June 26th, this was last year, to March 12th, that was what? Is that right? June 26th to March 12th. I don't know why it has it that way. It's a little confusing because it's going backwards. 60% drop from 5% to 12,000. And in April 14th to May 17th to the current, from 31,000 to where it was 61,000, half off, 51%. Elon Musk tweets that Tesla will stop accepting Bitcoin. And the first time, a Ponzi scheme known as the Bitcoin Savings and Trust makes off 150,000 BTC. I don't know the truth about that, but I'm presuming that it did happen. China bans Bitcoin, and Bitcoin exchange MTGOX suffers hack, regulatory troubles, and eventually bankruptcy. 530 million hack of Japan's largest OTC crypto exchange, CoinCheck. Now, I just showed you one way to look at this. Despite being one of the world's best performing assets, Bitcoin has suffered plenty of massive price drops. So it is probably one of the world's best performing assets. From government bans to hack-induced crashes, here's how these corrections compared, right? You can see that it has recovered each and every time there has been a crash. So guess what's going to happen with this one now? I don't know exactly, but I can tell you, if you wait 48 hours, you will know what's going to happen. If you wait, if you jump in now, then you will have invested for the longer term. Invested, that's right. You can invest to try and make 30% gains. You can invest to try and double or triple or quadruple your money, because in a lot of these cases, and on all of these cases, you can see how here it didn't double on this year 2012. The same year it did double and more. Here it did not double, did not. It doubled five times. It multiplied right here. Here it doubled. Here it went 10 times. This was in 2016, 10 times increase. This was almost a double, not exactly a half, almost a double, half. This went up almost 6 times in 2018, 6 times, 2.5 times in 2020, and 200% just recently, last month. So is there a perfect time to call these? No, there is not. You don't know when these are going to happen. All I can tell you is, if you follow the news, if you're listening to what the current events are, if you're on Twitter, you should be able to have access to the most current information. Be aware that there are 100 million people that are going to be losing their jobs. Out of those, out of you who are listening, few of you will be millionaires. Many will be broke. How much are we talking about? Let's just take a guess. About 5% will be millionaires. 5% out of 100, that's 5 people. About 10% will be financially secure. 10%, that's 10 people total, including the 5. The rest will either live on a check that they'll receive monthly, if it's still happening, because we don't know where the government is going to be headed with Social Security in the U.S. Perhaps you'll be given a Medicaid type of insurance plan by the government. Is this where you want to be? Don't you want to fight to gain more? Well, this is why we have our group. This is why we get together to show people how to invest. Look at this. This is CEO Trades Group on Telegram, and we send alerts regularly. Would you be willing to assist a 1 day a week webinar, watch live trading and where to invest, learn how, hands on experience? Just provide your email, ceotrades@hotmail.com. Send an email there and saying that you would like to be added, and we'll add you to the group. If you want to find another way to be added to the group, then look at the link below in this video. It'll show you how to get in access to the Telegram group. But not only that, we post news. Wells Fargo unveils new crypto strategy for qualified clients. We also do polls. Did you invest in crypto today? This was yesterday. Taking advantage of the opportunity. Yes, I did. No, I did not. I need guidance. Not yet. So far, we have 7 votes. We put this up late. And this group is fairly new, although we have grown immensely within, very few hours. Then we have people responding to their comments. Macy's wants to expand into toys, pets, more new categories. Are they ready? Are they not? I don't know. I mean, at this time, it's possible. Hopium for Bitcoiners, stable coins, minted, Coinbase Premium, and double pump. Ford stock climbs after F-150 Lightning electric pickup unveiled. Nice, really nice. My wife and I really like this truck. If you can see it right there, beautiful. But electric vehicle, we don't have a house yet here that we can have it to charge. Crypto Crunch app, BTC ready to go 5x in 6 months. I hope it does. I really hope it does. If it goes 5x, then we're all in business. If it goes 10x, oh my God, that would be fabulous. Court denies Ripple's motion to withdraw SEC's request for foreign assistance. This is some of the type of news that we post in here. This is some of the things that you should be aware of on a daily basis that need to happen in order to see some of your investments multiplied, right? That's how it happens. So this is it with CEO Trades. And remember, 100 million people will lose their jobs. That means that 100 million people will need to be retrained in some type of field where they can make enough money to bring food to the table, enough money maybe to pay their bills, and so on. If you're just thinking on that low level, then maybe you shouldn't be listening to this because it's not for you. Or maybe you should. And maybe you can open up your heart and your mind into learning the skills you need now so that you're ready by 2030 when those jobs that are not available anymore, and you'll have something to offer others. All right, that's it. Have a great one. And until tomorrow, this is CEO Trade signing off. Thank you for joining our channel. Please like, subscribe, and most of all, share. Because if you share, you care. You grow by how much you give to others, and sharing is definitely caring. Take care.